Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. As a newbie to the planner community and the planner craft, I thought it would be really fun to show my planner and my spreads just because I don't see a lot of newbie planners on YouTube. I know it can be a little bit intimidating to show your planner off when you're not confident in your ability, especially when there are so many beautiful spreads on YouTube. So I just thought it'd be really fun. I'm certainly not good at all, but I do really love the hobby, and I just wanted to maybe inspire other newbies that it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it inspires you and helps you and organizes your life, then that's all that really matters. So let's get started. This is the classic farmhouse happy planner. I think it rolled out last summer. I could be very wrong because, like I said, this was my first happy planner and I had not quite fell down into the rabbit hole yet, so I didn't know too much about the brand. I used stickers to put my name in because I do not trust my handwriting. Well, not my handwriting. I do like my handwriting, but my script and my font are horrible. They're trash. So it's something that I am working on, but until then, I don't want to ruin my happy planner with my ugly script. I went ahead and took out July just because I bought it in like at the very end of July and I knew that it was going to get bulky. My original plan with this planner was for it to be kind of a journal and a planner at the same time. You'll kind of see how I tried to do that and the styles I used to kind of combine the two, but towards the end it was pretty much just a planner, as I had purchased a memory planner that my journaling stuff kind of went into after that. So we have August here. Of course, you know the drill with the sticky notes, just, you know, privacy. I did use the currently page every once in a while. I certainly did not use it every month, and you'll see how I kind of switched it up later, but this is kind of what I was doing in the beginning. I was very, very scared and very conservative with my stickers in the beginning. Eventually, like I said, I fell down the happy planner rabbit hole and I realized that stickers will come and stickers will go. So you'll kind of see how in the ending, kind of in the middle actually, I kind of, you know, was on team use all the stickers. So we have the August monthly. My monthly is my baby. It's where I scribble things down. It's not supposed to be pretty. Not that any of my spreads are pretty, but my monthlies especially. So this is where I write down things as they come up. First week in August, I did some journaling. I was pretty conservative with my happy planner stickers, but my old stickers, my scrapbooking stickers, I did use them a bit more. I did a lot of journaling on this page. There are some before pictures because I started my weight loss journey there, so I kind of just covered them up for your eye protection and then for my privacy. But you can see how I kind of just wrote, and I didn't really have a section for anything. It was just kind of wherever there was space. And I really liked the way the style kind of looked. This month I kind of started getting my groove. As you can see, still super conservative with stickers. I could have used way more, but I do like the way that just the pen looks. Again, just some more journaling. Again, some more journaling. I'm finding my groove though. This part of my journal, I used it for things that didn't have a set time. So I just did that, and then the top part was my checklists. The middle one was kind of for backlogging, so just after planning, I guess maybe you could call it. I don't know, back planning. And then the bottom was just kind of whatever I wanted to put there. I think that's what I was kind of trying to do here. Just a weight loss side by side. I was so proud of myself. I found my dress that week. That's adorable. Some more journaling. I realized, because I really want to go to Greece, but I realized it was not going to be doable for our honeymoon. It's very expensive. I do want to go, but it will take some saving up, so. Was still kind of getting my groove, kind of using a little bit more stickers, but not really. I did implement like a meal plan here that I kept for a long while, that was something that I continued to do as the weeks progressed. This is kind of how I switched up the currently. There's some random washi tape right there. This is how I switched up the currently page for September. I had a bucket list for the month. I used this as kind of like an inbox for Oscar, my husband, so if he was at work and I needed to ask him about something, I would put it here so I didn't forget, and then just a note section. Since I had found my dream dress, I just went ahead and printed off all the dresses. Well, this isn't all the dresses, but the dresses that I tried on that were, they almost made the cut, but not quite. So actually, this one here, this was the first dress that I actually said yes to. I said yes to 3 dresses. I only purchased one, but I said yes to this dress. Then I had an appointment the next day at a different salon and tried on this dress and fell in love. Looking back on it now, it's so plain, but I loved it so much when I tried it on. I remember I was really bummed because the reason why I didn't purchase it is because it didn't come in the shade of white that I was hoping for. So it came in ivory, but the ivory was more of a antique ivory, and it wasn't my jam. So anyways, tangent over. Moving into September, a calendar for my husband's work. So I kind of just put things in there. You'll see kind of how that changes in the months to come. It didn't really work out for me. September cleaning list. This is just some random notes that I took from school, a meeting I had with a counselor. As you can see, it's not pretty, it's just gets the job done. This is where I started really digging in and trying my hand at being really creative. For this spread, I used scrapbooking paper and just the Happy Planner Classic square punch. I really love the way it turned out. I like the busyness of it. I think it's cute. I think it looks used. But this is the first time where I went with a real theme, if I remember correctly. Yeah, first time I went with a theme. Then here, we went to the fair and rodeo this week, and this is the flyer from the rodeo, so I just put that in there. This was the previous year, and this was that year that we went, so that was there. We went to see Kane Brown that weekend. If you ever get the chance or the opportunity to see him, take it, because it was an amazing show. Granger Smith was amazing. Was it Granger? Yeah. Granger Smith was amazing too. They were both really great. If he ever comes back to my town, he's getting all my money. This was my second kind of themed page. Again, I used scrapbooking paper and washi tape, and then I just punched a card that I got from my boss when I was working. It's the other side. Kind of went with a pastel theme for this week, it looks like. I'm trying to think if there's anything I should mention. Here, I decided to use these stickers because I knew I would never use them otherwise. So I put them in and kind of used them to journal, so I back planned. I just went back the next day and put in what I did the previous day. I was kind of starting to implement working out. Actually, no, I think I did that yeah. So I was doing it this week too, kind of in a workout section. So yeah, I think that's it. I started doing a weekly checklist, a weekly running, I would call it running to-do list, but I actually had a running to-do list somewhere else. Actually, maybe that might have been the month after, but I had a running to-do list, and I would pull from that to-do list and fill up this to-do whatever, and then put it in as the days went by to plan out my days, because I am a morning planner. So I will make my weekly spread, and this will go at the beginning of the week. This will go at the beginning of the week, but I don't fill these out until the day comes. I don't know if that's how everyone does it. That's how I did it, or do it. I still do it like that. I tried something a little new for this week. I went ahead and put only school stuff up here. Nothing really here except for maybe like something interesting that was happening in the world or in my life. And then down here I tried to do my workouts, but it didn't really work out. I hated it. I hated this look. I used this paper from an old journal that I had. and this was for like personal and home, but I did not do this again. It was not for me. Moving into October, I covered up the currently and just put a bucket list. Don't watch a scary movie. Every time I watch a scary movie, I regret it. I have watched a couple scary movies recently though, and it hasn't been that bad, so maybe this year I'll be able to watch some scary movies. And then just some songs that I was listening to a lot. I loved this song when it came out. I've probably heard it 100 times. Just my crazy monthly. So then here I had my husband's business page. I just used the to-do list. I had this in here too for some reason, but it's got nothing on it, and I don't want to bulk up my planner for nothing, so I'm taking it out. But just some to-do lists, and then this is the to-do list that I was talking about, like the home to-do list. So I would pull from this sheet and fill out this little to-do list right here. So that's what this was, and it probably stayed in this month instead of migrating into the next month because I probably finished everything on the list. I just didn't check them off. Expense tracker for October, and then the cleaning schedule for October. I kind of switched this up in later months that you'll see. So moving on. First week in October, we went to a concert, so I just put our ticket stub in there, a picture of us from the concert. My husband dyed his hair green last summer and then dyed it again in the fall. I told him he could do whatever he wanted as long as his hair was back to the right color for our wedding, and it was, so it was fine. And it was a really, really fun concert. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention here. I tried doing water logs. It was a fail. I tried to do it for a little bit longer, and it was a fail every time, but I did my best. I did what I could. Meal plan is still going strong. I started doing wedding checklists. I think that might have been the first week that I started doing that. Yeah, I think so. And then just still I had a running to-do list here. I don't know why I keep calling it a running to-do list. I filled it out before the week even started, so I don't know. Next page, I switched it up a little bit and I started putting my school stuff at the top. It seems to be here that I put my workouts in the middle. And it looks like just kind of whatever at the bottom. I started logging purchases, and I did it for quite a while, but I will never do it again. It didn't serve me any sort of purpose. It didn't help me in any way. So I kind of scrapped it eventually, but still have a meal plan. A little picture from me and my husband. That maybe looks like a date night at home. Does anybody else have at-home date nights? Let me know. They're fun. I think they're fun because I'm not a fan of going out too much anymore because I'm getting boring in my old age, but we do what we can. We went to looks like what am I trying to call it? A cider mill? A pumpkin patch? You know, one of those fall places. We went there with our friends, took a picture. Still have meal plans, still have assignments at the top, and exercise that looks like is in the middle. But as you can see here and in the previous one, this is where I started. I think here is where I realized I have stickers and I need to use them. I need to stop hoarding them. Getting better at using stickers. Me and my husband were Morticia and Gomez Adams for Halloween. That was really fun. Looks like I'm still doing, well, I kind of switched it up because I have exercise here one day, exercise here. And I like the look of kind of messy, so this doesn't bother me that it's not organized. To me, it's organized. I can see how to some people it wouldn't be, but I liked it that way. Didn't fill this out. November monthly, as you can see, there's no cleaning list, there's no running to-do list. There's no work calendars. Nothing really here. I implemented this because I didn't know where else I'd be using it. I really like the colors of this layout though. It's really cute. So you can see I'm still trying to track my purchases. Dinners were up here. I was very proud of myself this week, so there's that. Still doing dinners, still doing homeworks and workouts. I really like the way these spreads came out. They're really cute. Now I'm more boring in my planning, but looking back, I kind of wish I still had some, I do have some vertical inserts that I might want to do every once in a while because these are really cute. Game day, my husband's a Cowboys fan, I'm a Steelers fan. It's gonna be a rough year for me this year as a Steelers fan, but hopefully it's not too terrible. We went to Kansas to visit my family this week. This is where I started putting my homework, or I used to do like a home to-do list here. This was the first week that instead of doing a home to-do list, I did all my homework, and then I would decide each day what I was gonna get done. I think that's how I did it. I might have done it to where I wrote it all out here, and then I wrote it where it was due, but I can't remember. Picture of me and my family from Kansas. Me and my dad. I did horrible working out just because it was a travel week, and I never do good with travel weeks, so it is what it is. Still trying to track my purchases. This was adorable. I was doing my student observations, and I was grading some spelling tests, and there was a new kid, and he wrote his name, and then it says here date, and it says no thanks. I was still doing my homework to-do list on the edge here. I kept that up because I really liked the way that turned out. Documenting my husband's hockey nights because he plays on a beer league. We went to one of those sip and paints for my friend's birthday, so there's just a picture of that. So yeah, so here I put the due date, so when things were due, and then here I just wrote them here so I could check them off if I did them beforehand or whatever. But at least here I knew that if they weren't checked off here, that that needed to be done that day. And I kind of liked the way that worked for me. I just put in a Christmas card for my dad here because I ruined this page. So that's that, like it's a mess. December, so we still have the expense tracker. Oh, this is November, and then I just must have moved it over to December. I loved the way the spread turned out, super cute. I don't think I utilized it all though very much, but I do like the way it turned out. Still doing my homework stuff on the end there. I put water bottles here because I thought that would be a cute way to track my water, and it actually is, and I might do that in the future as well, but I didn't keep up with it that week. And then this was just the week that I found out that I got into the college that I was really, really hoping I was gonna get into, so that was a fun week for me. I remember being very excited. Actually here I had more than just homework, I had home, so this was a mix. It must have been because I think we were going on break, so I'm gonna assume. Here, a to-do list. I probably got these things done, but this was the week before we were going to Mexico to see my husband's family, so I was probably way too busy to really fill anything out. Just a Christmas card, some flight information, and then here I did not plan because I was in Mexico, so I just added some pictures of me and my husband in different places in Mexico, and then we're in January. We just got back from Mexico, so this was our return flight, a ticket from that, and just some pictures. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but this town is the town that inspired Coco, and it is so beautiful and so colorful. It was a very pretty city. Then we were back to normal scheduled programming. I had my homework here, and it doesn't quite look like I put any stickers, but I did document my workouts. I kind of slacked on making things as pretty as I did in the previous month. This was about the time that I was getting very overwhelmed isn't the word, burnt out on stickers. I didn't really like the look of stickers anymore. I was very proud of this week though. I really liked the princess theme. I still had the same kind of thing going on, so there's not really much to say about it. I actually filled this out. I tried something new, kind of similar to the thing I didn't like before. I don't know why I decided to do it again. I think it had to do with the fact that I bought these for no reason. I don't have kids. It makes no sense that I bought these because it's the Kids Life whatever from the mom line. But I tried it. I just did the gym here, and then I did my homework list, and then everything else was on here, but it was a complete and 100% flop. I will never do it again. I remember being upset at myself because this just didn't function for me, and I was late for a lot of homework assignments. I learned my lesson. Nothing really new. I decided to start tracking my vitamins. I think that was the first week. Nope. Maybe it was here. I don't remember. But at some point I decided to start tracking my vitamins because I was forgetting them all the time. Now I'm in a habit of it and I don't have to track it anymore. But that was back in the day when I needed to do that. Some more wedding planning lists. Still doing that. I like this. This was cute. Everything else was a little lazy. But what can you do when you have a lot of... I remember this quarter was very hard for me at school. It was a lot. So yeah, guys, that was the first 6 months in my very first Happy Planner. I told you this thing was riddled with mistakes, but I love it, and I hope you had fun looking through it with me. In the next video, we'll go through the second 6 months, which should be pretty interesting because I did decide to use a different planner layout. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!